Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gordon Frayne, and today we're back talking about ONDO Finance and real-world asset tokenization. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit that subscribe button as well, and if you want to get notified about similar videos, make sure to smash that bell notification icon. And don't forget to grab your free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's going to be linked in the description below. It is my gift to you, and let's get into the video. So, real-world asset tokenization has been one of the best performing narratives this year in 2024 thus far. And when we talk about real-world asset tokenization here on the channel, what we often do is bring up this particular study from Roland Berger consulting firm, and what this is doing is basically showing us how the future potential for real-world asset tokenization on chain is set to grow to about $11 trillion by the time we get to the year 2030. And according to Roland Berger, they believe the three biggest asset classes that we're going to see in terms of tokenized assets are going to be real estate, debt, and investment funds. And again, you can see where we are here in 2024 with an estimated 0.6 trillion in terms of overall asset tokenization on chain. And as we move towards the year 2030, you can see just how much this is set to grow as we move towards tokenizing more assets on blockchain technology and creating efficiencies of scale, creating cost savings, and having much more liquid assets to be able to buy, sell, trade, and convert when they are denoted as tokenized assets in a blockchain world. So, what does this have to do with ONDO? Well, ONDO is building the infrastructure to allow us to get from where we are here today in 2024 to where we want to get to in terms of asset tokenization by the time we get to the year 2030. So if we jump over to ONDO's website, ONDO.finance, you can see how they clearly state they are building the next generation of financial infrastructure to improve market efficiency, transparency, and accessibility. Now, if you followed other videos on the channel, you know that we've done price prediction videos for ONDO, breaking down everything to do with ONDO from a fundamental perspective, technical analysis, their team, and the tokenomics. So you can check out those other videos on the channel specifically about a price prediction for ONDO. But the other interesting thing to note is ONDO have been making partnerships with leading asset managers like BlackRock, and BlackRock's CEO Larry Fink is on the record stating that he believes we're moving towards this world of complete asset tokenization, and he also believes that the Bitcoin spot ETF, BlackRock are one of the primary issuers of the new spot Bitcoin ETF. He believes that the Bitcoin spot ETF is somewhat of a stepping stone toward this world where we're going to be having the tokenization of absolutely everything on chain. BlackRock themselves also launched their BUIDL fund for tokenizing treasuries on Ethereum back in March, and we're going to see in a minute just how quickly that has grown. So there is increasing appetite for asset tokenization on chain, and we're seeing the world's leading asset managers making moves in the blockchain space to begin tokenizing assets on chain. And again, ONDO is trying to capitalize on that growing demand, and they're building the infrastructure that allows asset managers and allows businesses to create efficiencies by tokenizing all of these different types of assets on chain. If we jump over to RWA.xyz, this is the dashboard we often reference for tracking various tokenized assets. If we come into the US Treasuries area, the BlackRock BUIDL fund that we were just talking about a moment ago is the orange line here on this particular chart, and you can see how it's grown from about $50 million back in March of this year all the way up to over $502 million worth of tokenized treasuries within the BlackRock BUIDL fund alone. And then you can see just how many other funds are following suit for tokenizing US treasuries on chain. Again, looking at stable coins, we can see just how much of an increase we're seeing with regards to tokenization of stablecoins on chain as well. The last time we saw big parabolic moves to the upside like this was back in this area at the end of 2020 and beginning of 2021, and we know what the market did, and we know what Bitcoin did, throughout the course of the year 2021. So we're seeing an uptick in tokenized stablecoins, we're seeing a big uptick in tokenized treasuries, and a big uptick in terms of asset tokenization, and ONDO is leading the charge. ONDO has been performing very well in 2024 thus far. You can see that we have gone from prices back in February below and around the 20-cent level before jumping all the way up to this $1.05 mark. We did retrace before going all the way up to about $1.50 here in June of 2024, just a couple of months ago. We then saw a big retracement. Naturally, most of the altcoin market did retrace, and we're seeing this bit of support here kind of holding at the 65, 66 cent level, and we've seen a nice bounce over the past few days for ONDO's token as well. So ONDO are creating the infrastructure and building out the road for us to go from here in 2024 all the way up to this $11 trillion market. Again, if we jump over to DeFi Llama, we can also see, if we come into the categories area, we can go to real world asset TVL ranking. So again, we can see the data and what's going on from an on-chain perspective and from a total value locked perspective when it comes to the different protocols in the real world asset category. And as you can see here, ONDO Finance is the third largest protocol by total value locked within the real world asset category here, according to DeFi Llama. And again, if we click into ONDO Finance specifically, you can see just how much growth we've seen in terms of total value locked for ONDO over the course of 2024 thus far. We saw a little bit of steady growth at the end of last year, but then when we got to 2024 and when we got to this time period around March, we did see that really begin to tick up in terms of how much assets are actually being tokenized on chain with ONDO and how much total value locked we're seeing within the ONDO protocol itself. So we're up to about $500 million US in terms of TVL for ONDO Finance. So lots of bullish sentiment happening around ONDO. The real world asset narrative continues to be one of the best performing narratives in 2024 thus far, and ONDO is reaping the rewards and riding the coattails of that narrative. Part of it is riding the coattails of the narrative, but the other part is, them truly building out the infrastructure that is allowing these huge asset managers to tokenize these assets and tokenize treasuries, bonds, real estate, and all of these different categories that we're talking about, different debt instruments, doing that in an on-chain fashion, making it more efficient to trade, swap, own and sell these different types of instruments. And I think, the more that we see this happening, the further we get along this road to making this real world asset tokenization a true powerhouse in terms of narratives within the blockchain and crypto sphere. Okay, guys, very briefly, I want to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, which is EcoPay. EcoPay and the team are making it super easy and extremely seamless for you to purchase all of your favorite EVM crypto coins and meme coins on the blockchain. All you need to do is head over to ecopay.xyz. You can open up their application and sign in with a Google account or similar. They've built in this extremely simple to use interface with single sign-on. And as you can see, you can simply sign in with an existing Gmail or Google account and use their platform to select and purchase your favorite meme coins. For example, they've got Pepe, they've got Brett, they've got Boop, they've got a bunch of other meme coins to select from. And again, if you filter by DeFi, they've got some of the most popular DeFi tokens like Uniswap, Chainlink, Lido, Avo, the Graph token, and even Pendle, which has been one of the biggest performers this year so far as well. So give EcoPay a try, guys. I'm going to be talking with the founder of EcoPay on the channel as well. These guys are building something super cool, creating a very simple interface for you to interact and purchase your favorite cryptos, head over to app.ecopay.xyz. You can grab the link in the description below. I'm going to leave a link to make it super easy for you guys to jump over here, check it out, create an account, and purchase your first tokens. It is super easy, and I'm super excited to be partnering with these guys. A very genuine group of people, a great team behind the project, and you guys can check it out for yourselves. So that is the update for ONDO Finance. Lots of exciting stuff going on in terms of what they're actually building out. Obviously, we're seeing a huge uptick in terms of total value locked on the ONDO protocol. And then we're seeing, with this market bounce in the past few days, we're seeing ONDO beginning to bounce back up. I think there's lots of potential for ONDO to be going to $2 and beyond, over the course of the next 12 months or so. Check out the other content we did for ONDO on the channel. You can see the different price prediction videos that we have made and some of the other content specifically for ONDO as well. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to get notified about similar videos, not just for ONDO, but for other tokens and for other alpha in the Bitcoin and crypto space, smash that bell notification icon. And once again, don't forget to grab your free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked in the description below. It is my gift to you. Grab it while it's free, and we'll catch you in the next one.